The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU, invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. Flagship Cinemas, a better cinema experience. See you at the movies. KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
On a damp and drizzly Monday afternoon in Madison, the home of the Bulldogs, it's girls soccer this afternoon on The Score as the defending 8-person girls champions, the Madison Bulldogs, take on the Wolverines from Wiscasset High School in Wiscasset. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Mike Violet. He is AJ Knight. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Wrigley doing our off-camera and on-camera, behind-the-camera work here today. We saw Madison here, 2 weeks ago? And we got our first look at Reagan Cowan and Mackenzie Robbins in action, and it was sure fun because they are two of the best players in the state, whether you're playing 8 or 11.
Yeah, they're just so complimentary of each other, too. We saw in that game against Pinquist Valley, Robbins likes that to really extend the range of the defense, hit a couple from out there, and then Cowan is just so deadly. You give her a little bit of space to work with. And in the 8-man game, obviously there's a lot more of that. She's so good dribbling and creating her shot, and they just blitz the Patriots in a 6-0 win, I think is what it was.
Yeah,
all
and
6 goals.
PVHS has a pretty good program, but they were no match for Madison that day.
Defending runner-ups. That was the state championship rematch that game.
Exactly. So it's a tough task today for the Wiscasset Wolverines of Chelsea Taylor. And in an email exchange with her this morning, we've heard this a lot this year with young clubs. She said, our team has been working on developing our skills this year. And when Madison sees something like that, they see blood, that's for sure, and have already improved our record over last year. Madison is obviously a strong team. We played our first game of the season against them at home. It was an 8-0 final, and she's looking forward to seeing how they've improved over the last several weeks, and we need to play strong defense for the whole match. Well, they have improved a lot over the last several weeks. They have blitzed everybody in their way.
Yeah, I mean, 72-3 is the amount of goals scored versus the goals given up, so they're just stoving people in. And they've got a great two-headed attack. They dominate possession, which means that their goalie, Tucson, doesn't get challenged a ton. Obviously bring back a ton of experience from a state championship team last year in the inaugural 8-man season. they're good. But as pointed out to you and I, this Saturday when we were up in Nokomis for Nokomis Hampton Academy football, everything we cover, Central Maine Sports on YouTube, still not number one in the heel points,
no.
Despite the fact that they are just crushing teams.
No, they are not number one in the heel points, and that certainly is a surprise. But
no respect for the defending champs.
They are number 2 behind the Temple Academy Berrians, who we've got to get a Temple Academy game on. They are also 10-0. They actually have a 16 heel point lead over Madison. The Berrians are 10-0, and we talk a lot here about Reagan Cowan and Mackenzie Robbins, and deservedly so, but they have a goal scorer in Dixie Szabo, who is absolutely on the same level as these two young women here today. But let's focus on the teams here. Madison 10-0 at number 2. Wiscasset right now. And by the way, it's a combo team. Wiscasset and Boothbay. They are 2-5-1, trying to build the program, trying to get better, and try to be able to compete with the Madisons of the world. But when you have two players like Robbins and Cowan, they are so good. It's such a huge difference maker because nobody else, or virtually nobody else, has anybody who can play with them. Offensively or defensively.
Yeah, again, 72-3. That's the margin in which they're outscoring teams this season. Wiscasset talking about how they are curious to see the measuring stick as they open the season against the Bulldogs. Lost that one 8-0, looking to improve on that number or that deficit. And hey, we're coming off a weekend where, 5 top 11 college football teams go down.
Vanderbilt beat Alabama, so
on any given Saturday.
Everybody has to have a dream. So Wiscasset opened up with three straight losses. They lost to Madison 8-0, lost to Rangeley 5-0, lost to Pine Tree Academy 4-0, got their first win over Telstar, beat them 2-1, lost to Temple Academy 6-0, a tie with Dirigo 1-1, a loss to Rangeley last time out. Actually, they also lost to Vinyl Haven as well their last time out. So that gets them to this point here today, and it's obviously a day where Jesse Reinbold, the goaltender for Wiscasset, is going to get as much work, and she will not be cold or chilly at all today because she's going to be scrambling around a lot.
She likely will be very busy, and for Wiscasset, it's where it's got to start. It's an ugly game, good footing. Muck it up. Again, just try and keep it close late. You got 60 minutes of soccer. You just want to be in striking distance late, but it will not be easy. The Bulldogs have, again, arguably the best two-headed soccer attack in the state that just – again, we were here for Madison versus Pinquist Valley. It was a state championship rematch. Robbins and Cowan scored all 6 goals apiece. They each registered the Hattie.
Obviously, if you're in the state of Maine watching us wherever you may be, you know it's been raining, pouring in a lot of cases all day long. It has really lightened up. We have kind of a heavy mist, I would call it now. The drainage situation here is very good, and as you can see, the grass is as green as it's probably been since early in the summer. The ground has been thirsty, and we've gotten a good half an inch or so of rain, so it's as green as it can be here at Madison High School here today. And Madison, as I found out this morning when I texted Andrew Haney, the athletic director, at 7 o'clock, and simply said to him, look, if you decide to call this game, please text me and let me know. The return text was Madison-esque as it could be. We have no plans to cancel. So at that point there, I knew we were coming to Madison Area Memorial High School. Coming up, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and preview this game even more and take a look at the schedule. We've got a busy week for you as usual here on The Score. We are the place for local sports, and we back it up. Madison and Wiscasset about ready to get going. Girls 8-person soccer coming up next on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Madison Area Memorial High School, Madison, Wiscasset. Ready to get at it in 8-person girls soccer this afternoon. We are out in South China tomorrow afternoon. Erskine Academy taking on the Winslow boys. They've already played once this year. Game time is 3:30. We'll have it here on the score. And then Wednesday, we have field hockey under the lights at Messalonsky High School in Oakland. It'll be the home away from home for the Lawrence Bulldogs that night. They'll take on the Gardner Tigers.
What a good
that
game.
should be a great matchup. Game time 7:30. Gabby Sousa against Maddie Niles here on the score. On Friday, it's high school football in Skowhegan. Messalonsky will be at Skowhegan. Game time is 7 o'clock. And then Saturday afternoon, high school football. Saturday afternoon football from Winslow does not get any better. The Wells Warriors will be in town. Boy, those two have played some great state championship games over the years. So Wells and Winslow play Saturday afternoon. AJ Knight will be on the call along with the coach, John Coughlin. That's our Winslow broadcast crew this year. You and Johnny are handling it. It'll be the second time this year.
It will be a very, very large crew, because when you're not there, I've got to bring extra hands on deck. So we will be there.
I'm just costing the company money. All of the games that we do on the website, centralmainsports.com, centralmainsports.com. And, of course, you can also find it at 1160thescore.com, it being the schedule. And it is also on the Score's Facebook page as well, and every game we do at centralmainsports.com, also on 1160thescore.com, also on YouTube at Central Maine Sports. When you are there, please go and subscribe. Wiscasset and Madison, girls 8-person soccer. It's coming up next here on the Score.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live at Madison High School, ready to go here. Madison in the blue, Wiscasset in the red jerseys and the white shorts.
By the way, Wiscasset, another cool logo.
Yes, the Wolverine, which they, of course, had to come up with because they were one of those high schools in Maine that had, to some people, a politically incorrect mascot known as the Redskins. So that was nixed, and they are now the Wolverines. And with the ball at midfield, Anna Goslin is Wiscasset ready to go left to right as we look at things. Jesse Reinbolt in goal down to our left, and down to our right is Allison Tuscan. And we're just about set for soccer for Madison High School in this nice green sort of cove that we are in down here. It's very Maine. Madison plays it back. And here we go. Immediately jumping right into the fray is Reagan Cowan. Look out. Cowan goes up. Cowan blasts one high and wide. She had her running mate Robbins down the left side. So Reagan Cowan's leg comes out strong.
I think it's one of the things we saw against Pinquist Valley. I do think that occasionally Cowan and Robbins could both stand to be a little bit more unselfish. That being said, they're super good, so it's more so nitpicking at that point.
All right, goal kick here for Reinbolt. It's going to be picked off easily by Cowan. Cowan has it deflect back to her. Look out, she goes in and scoots it in. It's 1-0 in favor of Madison. That is as easy a goal as Reagan Cowan might have had in her career so far.
We've seen that teams this season struggling with that goal kick. I think you got to find a way around that, especially when you have a striker like Cowan just lurking, waiting to grab that, put it on her foot, and then put it in the net.
43 seconds in, and Madison is up 1-0. There is a second ball out on the field, and they will dispatch with that here. Today's game is brought to you in part by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college, with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu because your future starts now at CMCC. All right, Wiscasset playing it back again, and another pickoff. This is by Ella Haney. Haney running into a defender there, Richardson. Haney bounces off that, and it's stopped by Wiscasset. See if the Wolverines can get it going. They get it to midfield to Anna Goslin. Goslin now to Warlick. Warlick trying to split two defenders there for Madison. Warlick's got it back. Nice stop. Reverses, plays it over to the middle, and it's intercepted there by Jillian Linkletter. Cleared it to midfield, right back in by Wiscasset. Linkletter all over it. Nice dribble, right side to Lila Dunphy. Dunphy intercepted by Marshall. Marshall, one of the captains of this team, coached by Chelsea Taylor, who, by the way, in case you didn't know, is the coach of both the boys and the girls teams at Wiscasset. She's busy. Obviously can't be in two places at once, so I am sure, I don't think she can anyway.
With Robbins and Cowan, she just has them scrimmage against each other and then makes fun of the boys when they lose.
Here's Robbins. Robbins down the left side. Robbins lines it up, shot and a save there. It bounces right off the knees of Reinbolt. The ball shot right at her, so Reinbolt couldn't help but save that. And it's cleared out. Up to midfield to Goslin. Little give and go. Goslin trying to get it back. Hustling up is Jalen Lenko. Lenko taken away by Goslin. Now Lenko, wearing number 13, sidesteps her, gets it to midfield, open space. Lenko uses speed to close, but it's cleared back in by Marshall. Marshall ahead of Goslin. Goslin, little touch pass to Warlick, intercepted and cleared out by Robbins. Midfield to Cowan. Cowan may have a breakaway. She does. Cowan all alone on Reinbolt. Cowan goes in, scores. It's Reagan Cowan 2 and Madison 0.
And Reinbolt, see a little bit of unease there. You got to come out and challenge that.
Absolutely.
Because you're giving up the one-on-one goal. I'll take my chances out of the box.
You could tell that Reinbolt is a very inexperienced goaltender because you've got to come out and challenge that and make her do something other than just have an easy shot. She's just a sophomore, and I suspect has very limited goaltending experience.
I think so, too, because listed on our roster is a different goalie.
Yes.
So just given a different option. But you could see it there. If Cowan makes a great play out of the box, you get beat, great. But I like your chances better out there.
Absolutely. Here's Warlick. Warlick over to Goslin. Goslin ridden off the play by Jalen Lenko. Now Robbins with a rare steal from her. Now taken away by Dunphy. Dunphy taken back by Goslin. Goslin pooches it ahead. Lenko comes up with it on the near sideline. Jalen Lenko tried to get it to her teammate Robbins right down the sideline. That goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw in here. This is Olivia Marshall. Marshall throws it right into Dunphy. Dunphy cleared it up to Cowan. Cowan can't catch it. Cleared back in. Dunphy, lead pass for Cowan. Cowan can run. Cowan to the middle. Cowan on Reinbolt, all alone again. Reinbolt sits in. It's laid over. The shot, score. There's some unselfishness there. She gave the goal to Ella Haney, her fellow captain, and it's 3-0.
I think there she just thought, I take it back, Mike. That one got wiped off. That was offside.
Okay. Pretty goal.
Nice pass. Unfortunately, because she was so far ahead of the defense, it was offsides.
All right, Haney's pass goes right through all the way over on the left side to Robbins, and a shot there is a save and a good one by Reinbolt as she jumped up and made the stop. Now she comes out and punts it away.
She needed every bit of that frame for that one.
Sure did. She's a slightly built one, let's put it that way. Not much there. Down the right side, here's Haney. Haney missed.
That's a heck of a bender right there. Kind of bent out a little bit further, Cowan trailing behind. I think she either had a chance to put that in the corner or just tail it a little bit more, and Cowan probably could have put that away with a header.
All right, Robbins.
Was it? Must have been deflected.
Yep.
I stand corrected.
It's a corner. One hop in front. The deflection is a save by Reinbolt. That was a good save there by Reinbolt. Loose ball. She has to fall on it because Haney was right there. So Reinbolt with a good sequence.
That was Cowan stepping up and kicking that one, and then Reinbolt, lucky there, just kind of fumbled it. Again, it's been raining all day, and it still is.
In the middle to Brianna Farron. Farron over midfield, stopped by Dunphy, or check that, stopped by Lenko. Lenko, Robbins, and Cowan. Left side, it's Robbins. Cowan goes to the net. The pass over, it's blocked. And it's cleared out by Marshall. I don't know what happened there. Oh, they had called for a stoppage so Madison could get some extra people, some new people in, some extra people, some new people.
If only.
So just what they need is more people. Lenko throws it into no man's land. And she stuffs it back. Lenko trying to drop it over the defense. She does to Brooklyn Lenko. So the Lenko connection almost worked. Brooklyn Lenko in the corner wearing number 4. Brooklyn trying to keep it in play. Beaten to the ball there right on the goal line by Marshall. Now Lenko's got it. Lenko in some traffic. Coming back into the play, Gabby Crowell. Cleared out, stopped by Robbins. Robbins to some open space, fires it up, and it is going to make it out.
Yeah, that I think is a shot she just didn't get as underneath it as she wanted to, because that one went hard right immediately.
So it'll be a Wiscasset ball. Somebody is tying the shoe of Jessie Reinbolt because she's got the gloves on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a very conscientious teammate there.
Yeah.
I think that's Anna Gray, 22. Yes, it is. So Anna is the kindest person on the field that we know about anyway. I mean, how many people are going to tie your shoes during a soccer game? You wouldn't tie my shoes, AJ. I know it.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm a nice guy.
You're lying.
I'm a nice guy.
You're lying. Brooklyn Lenko. Brooklyn goes up, blocked off the knees of Marshall. Marshall clears. Marshall now to Farron. Farron to midfield. Madison able to keep it in. It does squirt back at Dunphy. Dumps it in. The kindest person on the field, Anna Gray, stopped it for the moment anyway. Now Robbins. Robbins trying to curl one in, blocked by Reinbolt. So Jessie Reinbolt with another save. Her kicking skills need some work too.
Let's see.
Here's
Robbins kind of seems like she's testing a little bit.
Isabella Stonek. Up now to Robbins, a shot, and it's wide. And trying to keep it in play was Lenko. Was it touched? That's the question.
Nah, ref signaled Wiscasset.
Okay. So it's going the Wolverines' way. And, I think Wiscasset changing their name to the Wolverines makes them the only high school team in Maine with the nickname of Wolverines. Don't hold me to that.
Super cool.
Oh, it's great, but I think I'm right on this one. Over it goes to Stonick. Stonick and Gray.
I think they both lost it there for
They
a second.
did. Stonick comes back with it. Isabella Stonick. Out there with Robbins. Cowan is out of the game for now. Stonick trying to curl one in, and it's over the net.
Madison team, tell you what, there's not a distance they won't shoot from, that's for sure.
When you're shooting, you're dangerous, AJ.
That's true.
When you're shooting, you're dangerous. After the game, we'll pick our score player of the game, and we'll give that player of the game the Score swag bag. That's the flagship Cinemas Score swag bag. Consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience from Flagship Cinemas in Waterville. That swag bag, by the way, from CMCC has itself a ticket to go to the movies to Flagship Cinemas. It also has the fabulous Score t-shirt and a Score player of the game keychain. Robbins too high.
I think Robbins could have just pushed that forward. She's standing there right in the middle, and I know, again, talked about it in the pregame. She really likes to test that range. But Lenko brought it right over to her, and I think she could have pushed the box more.
All right, Reinbold, I think, is going to let Marshall do the free kick. Yeah, or the goal kick. Gets it out to the middle to Warlick. Warlick trying to go on Lenko. Beats her. Blasts it up to midfield. Good kick to get it out of the zone, but it's out.
Yeah, if you're Wiscasset, it's not the worst strategy in the world to just sort of chip and chase, because any time that it's not spinning your offensive zone, especially with the two-headed attack that Madison has, is good news.
Lenko up to Robbins. Robbins lost it. Back it goes, and Marshall drives it in. All the way back to get it is Camry Hodgson. Hodgson, a Madison captain, a returnee from the state title team. Pass up to Lenko. Lenko, though, beaten to it by Warlick. Warlick drives it in. Back to Fetch. Hodgson. Check tap. It's Dunphy. Dunphy, a clear. Midfield, it is Olivia Marshall. Ahead to Warlick. Warlick is a captain for Wiscasset. Over to Farron, also one. Captains play a game of back and forth, and that one is out.
I think in that situation, that two-man game only going to last for so long. Flip it up into the box and have someone go chase it.
Allison Tuskin trying to stay awake in the Madison goal.
I think the weather will contribute to part of that at least.
All right, here's Robbins. I don't know, the rain makes me sleepy.
Not if you're standing in it.
Stonick, nice move. Tried to go left-handed and missed everything there. It rolls out to Lenko. Lenko goes around the defender. Lenko, another defender comes. Lenko still with it. Lenko has it blocked. Little push there. Lenko clears it back out to Robbins. Robbins lines it up, fires and scores. There's the third goal.
She just wants to kick free kicks. I mean, she just dropped that in the corner of their box. Again, really good shot, no denying that. But she loves her some free kicks. Give her first tally, and of course, Lenko picks up the helper.
So Mackenzie Robbins on the board, and it is 3-zip Madison. Time of the goal, 11:49. Wolverines drive it in. Driving it right back out, Lenko. Right back in. Lenko lets it slide by to Dunphy. Lila, open space. Will pooch up to Lenko. Can Brooklyn catch up to it? Against a double, she saves it. Going to the net is Isabella Stonick. Stonick. I'm going with Stonick, I think. I've flipped a coin. Stonik.
I like Stonick.
Okay, Stonick it is. So Isabella, who's a sophomore.
Corner kick here for the Bulldogs. As Lenko keeps trying to push down that left side, she really wants to sort of lure the defender in and then kind of just bend that angle and get front side. Hadn't totally worked yet, but she does draw the corner.
Yeah, before the corner, though, we're getting a personnel change, and Camry Hodgson's going to do the corner. Second one of the game for Madison.
Yeah, and those corners, you got to make sure you mark up.
Hodgson sizes it up. A little short with the kick, and Madison not able to get on it. Now getting on it, just as I say, that is Dunphy, and then it's cleared out. To check that, that was Cowan. Spiking it back in. Jillian Linkletter down the far side to get it. Michelle Farron. Farron headed off at the pass there by Cowan. Cowan to the middle to Lenko. Lenko turns. Lenko drive. It's blocked.
Nice defense there. Just didn't let Lenko get a good look at it.
Yeah, that was Olivia Marshall.
Yeah, really in her space there. And even she was the one that booted it away before Lenko even could put it on towards Ryan Bolt.
Battle in the corner there, Lenko, and it ends up out. And it's going to be Wiscasset's ball. 16:25 left first half. It's 3-0 Madison. You're watching live coverage of 8-person high school soccer here on the score from Madison Area Memorial High School. Madison Bulldogs and the Wiscasset Wolverines. Rolled up, stolen by Cowan. Cowan can't get on it, though.
I tell you, if you're clearing, just wherever 3 is in blue, don't kick it there. That's my advice.
Go away from 3 and 2.
Yes.
That would be spot-on strategy. Jumping up into the play, Jalen Lenko. Jalen to the middle. 2 Wiscasset defenders there to knock it away. Got a whistle, though. Offside is the call.
I think that the eldest of Lenko's was offsides, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't kick in until you touch it. So I think the refs actually jumped the gun there because you can use it as a decoy sometimes.
Here's Cowan. Cowan blasts it, and I think she slipped a little bit, and it was short and wide.
Yeah, not good footing. And again, I think you see that, just not to say that her or Robbins can't do that, but I think you see them kind of test and see what they can do because she had plenty of space to push that further into the box.
Our broadcast today brought to you by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. By KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. And by Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price on Route 201 in Skowhegan. 15 minutes to go. We're halfway through the first half. 3-zip. Here's Cowan. Cowan over to Lenko. Lenko backs it up a little bit, tried to get it through traffic there to Dunphy, did not do so. A steal back, though, by Lenko. Lenko to Cowan, back to Lenko. Pooch back ahead to Cowan. Cowan makes a move, save there by Ryan Bolt. She jumps on the rebound. Give her a star for that one.
Especially, too, you're going to see her get ready to move and then does just enough to stay in the way there as Cowan kicked that right at her feet.
Jesse Reinbolt with some pretty good saves today. Here's Cowan. Cowan ahead for Lenko. Lenko, that's offside?
I believe so.
Yes. Lenko is ahead of the play. So Reinbolt. It'll be a free kick for Olivia Marshall. Right back to her. Not sure that was the designed play, but that's how it played out. Up to Lenko. Lenko from Lenko. Lenko tries to take it to the net. Lenko veered off there by Marshall. Back it goes. Spiking it up near midfield is Marshall. Marshall gets it ahead for Goslin. Goslin lost it, and it was pooched back in by Emma Anton. Far side for Madison. Melina Shepherdson in the game, a sophomore. She wears 20 now. Here's Cowan. Cowan on the fly. Cowan angles it in. Cowan shot, score. A hattie for Reagan Cowan, and it's 4-0 Madison.
Look at the bend of that. Ryan Ball tucking into the post. You just can't do anything. I mean, unless you're going to grow 6 inches at halftime, there's just a perfect shot. It's just a perfect shot.
She is a gunner for sure. 16:41, the time of the goal. So Cowan, Robbins and Cowan. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Well, the funny thing is that getting set up for this, I bumped into, I believe it was Cowan, and one of the coaches said, "Oh, you're going to be on TV today." They said, "We're going to be on TV." I said, "Yeah, Central Maine Sports on YouTube." And Cowan and Robbins split player of the game the first time we were here, so they know right. What's at stake.
Yeah, I mean, getting that flagship cinema swag bag is a competitive thing. They want it. They desire it.
Plus, it's free movie ticket.
It is. Down the right side for the Madison Bulldogs, Melina Shepherdson. Lost control of it. Comes out to Wiscasset in their own end. Trying to get something going on Allison Tuscan. who's had a very lonely first half.
She got to have hand warmers in her gloves, right?
I would.
I would too.
Lenko up over midfield. Dakota Estes, a freshman in for Madison. She's got some speed. Estes runs into a defender there. Jordan Velez-Saylor gets away from that. Then it's poked out of bounds by Olivia Marshall, who came from the other side.
Yeah, she put it through. She's getting ready to size up her shot. Just played it a little bit too far ahead. Let the defense recover.
Again, still heavy mist, I would call it. The field is wet, but you can tell that it absorbs well because there are no wet spots, and this is just a great field. They take care of their athletic fields here.
And again, it's been raining all day.
Yeah, the green is just vivid today, that's for sure. It is really greened up with this rain. Dunphy gets it ahead for Haney. Haney turns, fires, misses.
Tell you what, Mike, something else we should discuss because that streak, I think, is still alive and intact, which is the last few soccer games we've been at. Our camera person has absolutely been hit by a soccer ball.
That could be a challenge today, although if either Mackenzie Robbins or Reagan Cowan had a free kick at Tyler, I'll bet they could hit him.
I bet they could, too.
Probably not going to happen today. I don't think. Of course, last time we were here, Chaz Wing was running camera in the pickup truck down below, and that was
it hit the truck. Yeah, he had some height.
A little more dangerous, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I mean, there's
kick it. Oh, Tyler, your life right there. That was so close.
Jalen Lenko's got better things to do than to try to pick off Tyler Rigney up here.
Yeah, we care about Tyler, so he gets to be in the press box with us today and not out in the rain.
Marshall throws it in. Lenko stole it, taken back. Here's Goslin. Pass one out.
I believe that's off Madison.
Yeah, they're going to say off Madison. So throw in here for Olivia Marshall, a junior. Marshall trying to get it over the defender did not work. An easy steal there by Dakota Estes, but driven right back in. This is as deep as the ball has been in Madison territory in the game. Dunphy back up the middle. Nobody there in white and red, so an easy clear out here for the Madison Bulldogs. Estes to the middle, finds the open spot. Estes, 3 up here for Madison. Estes shut down there. Good defense by Ella Travis. Slowed for a little bit anyway. Dakota Estes in serious traffic, still working on it, and it's cleared. Jumping back in the play for Madison, Jillian Linkletter. Linkletter gets it ahead to Haney. Got what, a push?
I think so. Saw that hand get up, I think, into the grab. Or push off, I should say.
So it goes to Wiscasset. Olivia Marshall. Marshall up to midfield, then played back by Goslin. Anna picked off. Estes, now Olivia Marshall back in and missing it completely there for Madison. Emma Anton, but she's bailed out by her teammate Dunphy. Dunphy, a long one. Wiscasset hustles down the far side. Back to fetch it there. Melissa Farron, number 5. Farron in the middle for Marshall. Marshall with the clear out. Stopped in the Skowhegan zone by Jalen Lenko. Up to Haney. Check that. Not up to Haney. Up to Dakota Estes. Estes lost it. Back to midfield. Stolen there by Warlick. Stolen back by Dunphy. Dunphy now to Estes. Estes to the middle to Haney. 8:40 to go in the first half. It's 4-0 Madison. Here's a clear out now by Wiscasset's Ella Travis, and back to get it is Dunphy. Dunphy blocked there on the clear out attempt by Warlick, and then it ends up out of bounds off Madison.
Yeah, Dunphy trying to corral that down, instead bounces off. That's a fairly deep throw in here for the Wolverines.
But halfway in the offensive zone, some changes on both sides. Reagan Cowan, who's had a nice rest, back in. She's got a hat trick already. Good throw in, and trying to get it up to Reagan Eddy. Just didn't get there. Marshall just not enough on it. Cleared out. Midfield, cleared right back in by Maddie Richardson, a junior, wearing number 16. Now Robbins, far side to Stonek. Stonek, good move. Isabella Stonek trying to get it to the net. Overran it for a little bit. Stonek in the middle for Linkletter. Now it bounces. And let's see, Reinbold, and she comes out, and coming out there, saved the day because she took the angle down.
Nice job there. Played a little bit too far ahead, but like you said, Reinbold comes out, challenges that, and doesn't give a chance for to get by her.
Yeah,
just eats up all the space.
Jillian Linkletter was the shooter. Jillian's got it now. Up to Stonick. Isabella trying to beat her defender. Coming over to help was Marshall. She does. Stonick deep. Stonick a drive, and it's behind the net. Nice moves there by Isabella Stonick, though. Showed something as Reinbold runs down that loose ball. 7 minutes to go in the first half. 4-0 Madison. Game pretty much resembling what happened the first time down in Wiscasset. Madison won there 8-0. Going to be a free kick here for Marshall. Stolen by Madison. Bulldogs. Most of the first half in the offensive zone. Here's Estes. A battle for it. Tried to go over to Stonick. Now midfield, it's Goslin looking for the clear. She got headed off at the pass there by Reagan Cowan. Cowan poked it ahead with a left foot. Comes through. Going through the defense again is Goslin. Goslin midfield. Goslin gets it ahead right side to Eddie. Can she get a shot on Tuscan? A shot, there it is. Look at that. Tuscan had to handle the ball. Of course, it was a one hop at about 7 miles an hour, but she had to handle it.
Yeah, just tough conditions as well, too. I think where you're normally comfortable shooting, right? Long grass, wet grass, that ball's not going to just travel as far.
So Allison Tuscan awakens to make the save. Here's Farron driving it out to midfield. Right back in is Dunphy. Back deep to get it. Jordan Velez Sailor. Sailor, good pass up to Farron. Farron reverses, goes to the middle, and beats the defender there, Jalen Lenko. That was a good move, but Reagan Cowan steals midfield, deflects it off a Wiscasset player into the zone. Now it comes out to midfield to Madison's Emma Anton. Anton up to Stonick. Stonick down the right side. She got veered off there by Olivia Marshall. I like Olivia Marshall. She's a good player, number 2 in white.
She's been busy, too.
Yeah, she's all over the place, too. She got a motor. Motor runs. All right, the throw into Madison's Jillian Linkletter. Jillian to the middle. Estes was there. It was blocked away by Jordan Velez Sailor. She cleared it out to midfield. Stopped there by Dunphy. Right back up. Driven right back to midfield by Maddie Richardson. Driven right back in by Dunphy. There's a leg, and it's caught on the fly by Reinbold.
Reinbold having to pick up a long save as that one got booted.
All right, Reinbold to midfield to Goslin. Goslin has her pocket picked by Anton over on the far side to Reagan Cowan. Reagan all the way up. Knocked down by you-know-who, Marshall. Marshall up to Goslin. Back to Marshall. Back to Goslin. Nope, didn't work. Too far ahead. Anton, that was stolen by Goslin. Goslin has Eddie ahead of the pack. Goslin to the middle, but back into the play, back checking, if you will, Emma Anton. I don't know if it's a soccer term, but I want to make it one. Dakota Estes rolling at midfield, slowed and stopped by Farron. Farron right back in. Far side, Emma Anton. Checked on the play there by Goslin, goes out of bounds right at the Madison bench. 3:50 to go in the half. It's 4-0 Madison. We have boys soccer tomorrow. Winslow at Erskine Academy. Game time 3:30 here on the Score.
Rematch between those two as well. Fairly even matchup from what you could tell in the season. They've both played out about the same record.
Yeah,
I've got a fun stat for you tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
too.
I mean you gave me a sneak preview. It is it's enough of a good stat to tune in for just for the stat. All right, that one's curled in. It's deflected in.
Wow. That's Cowan again.
Did it go in off her?
I think Reinbold got a piece of it.
Dunphy with the original shot, and they're all congratulating Lila Dunphy. I think we ought to take a look, that is, at the Mid-State Machine replay.
Show you again. I think it's all Cowan. Look, Cowan's going to push flat here along the end line. And I think Reinbold just got a piece of it. I don't think Dunphy did.
Okay, so we're going with Cowan?
I believe so.
All right, so the judges have made their ruling. Thanks to the Mid-State Machine replay.
one more look here.
And hopefully we got this one right, unlike some of the replay rulings in Major League Baseball a couple of days ago and like in the Patriots game yesterday.
Yeah, I think Reinbold thought the pass was coming because Dunphy was charging and then just sort of misplayed it, deflected off her hand, and it goes in. So I think that's Cowan's fourth.
Okay. So Reagan with 4, and the other one to Mackenzie Robbins. There's a tie-up. Estes wins it. Estes to the net. Estes to the middle, and she played it a little too far. And, of course, who was there but Olivia Marshall? She seems to be one of those players in the right place at the right time. Reinbold dives on that loose ball. Just got it ahead of Jillian Linkletter. 2.5 to go in the first half. 5-love. Madison. Knocked down midfield by Cowan. Cowan ahead for Estes. Can Estes get a shot? She does, a very soft one, and Reinbold to her knees to snare it.
Yeah, just left foot, I imagine, not her dominant foot. Just didn't really get anything on that.
Reinbold, pass right up to Cowan. Cowan with an easy move there, beating Goslin. Cowan with a long drive, and it's wide.
See, that one I don't have as much objection to, one, because Cowan could do it. See, that's Robbins. Robbins can obviously do it. We've seen her do that. And Reinbold obviously was up in the box with the ball out, so she was trying to take advantage of Reinbold being caught out.
If I'm Madison and it's Cowan or Robbins, I'm doing that every single time. If I'm the coach, if I'm either Lauren Peters or Mike Walsh, I'm fine with it. Absolutely fine with it.
She's absolutely got the leg for it.
She's got the ability to do it. Cowan working on it here. Cowan to the net. Cowan goes to the left foot. Now pooches it over, and it's blocked there by you-know-who. Olivia Marshall.
Nice job, Marshall, sticking with that. Cowan was looking for that crosser, sticks with it. It's going to be a corner kick, but nice job there preventing that scoring opportunity.
All right, Cowan with 1:10 to go in the first half. 5-0 lead for Madison, lines up this corner. It's the way she wants it. In front, to no one in particular. Estes was there, but not able to do anything with it. Keeping it alive for the Bulldogs is Linkletter, now blasted to midfield. 45 seconds left in the half. Back to get it, Hodgson. Hodgson a pass by Linkletter, but running over there is Cowan. Cowan, Linkletter in front, swept away by Farron, sort of blocked there by Linkletter. Farron back, and she's blocked by Cowan. 25 seconds to go. Pass up the sideline to Robbins. And getting control of it here for Wiscasset is Anna Goslin. Goslin ahead of the pack. Eddie, a race, and it's one back there. The speed of Lila Dunphy, the closing speed, took it away.
Got a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Madison.
I wonder if it was offsides then. That was a heck of a pass. It was close. If it was, it was close.
Seeing Eddie ahead of the play, and that long kick there. You hear the horn, and that is it for the first half. So, a great first half for Reagan Cowan. I'd have to say that she's our clubhouse leader for the score player of the game. She's got 4. Mackenzie Robbins has 1. Why don't we do our first half breakdown right now, considering I've pretty much done it anyway. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Cowan at 43 seconds. That's all it took for Madison to score. It was 1-0 Bulldogs. Cowan again, 2:42. Just a minute 59 later, made it 2-0. Then Robbins got in the scoring parade at 11:49, 3-0. Cowan again at 16:41. Cowan again, 26:39. The corner kicks 3-0?
That's what I've got.
Okay, 3-0. First half breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. At the half, 5-0 in favor of Madison over Wiscasset. Back with halftime after this on The Score.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835. 465-4835. Or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades. And Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Refi your ride at Connected Credit Union. Lower your current rate by as much as 1.5% and earn up to $300 cash back when you refinance your auto or recreational loan with us. This offer ends November 15th. Contact our loan team today for your best deal or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA. Member eligibility required. Consult with a loan officer for more information.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Halftime on the Score, always brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. Find them at hammondlumber.com. 5-0 Madison on top of Wiscasset here at the half. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, the Rigney family here as well, running things behind the camera, including the camera and our graphics. So there is a developing situation here at Madison right now, and I have done, this is a minutes-long investigation that I have conducted. And I have just found, now when we were here last time, 2 weeks ago, the Snack Shack was open.
Yes.
And we were welcomed into the world of Madison pickles. Pickles are a big thing here at the Snack Shack, and they brought me a huge pickle to eat. And I ate the whole damn thing, believe me. A kosher dill pickle. And we heard
Chaz.
And Chaz as well. Chaz had a pickle as well when he was in the pickup truck shooting the game. And they told us about this apple cider float.
My wife won't stop talking about
that
it.
they made. Now, Ashley Knight was working with us that day, and she heard about the app. So I just hollered downstairs to the fans here and asked about the Snack Shack and whether the apple cider float was being served yet. And to my shock and dismay, I have found, again through a minutes-long investigation, that the Snack Shack is closed.
That's ridiculous. That hospitality just lasts once to sucker us into coming up here again.
What the hell kind of town are you running here?
All right, well, we'll get to the highlights at the end of the game, I guess, because they're going to jumpstart the second.
All right, so we're coming back for Madison football later in the month. Yeah. There better be pickles and an apple cider float for that game.
Ashley is specifically coming to cover that game because of the float.
There had better be. We may pack up and go home.
Here's Cowan.
Here's Cowan right out of things in the second half. Woo! We got a goalie change, too. And back in goal is
Eckert, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, that's got to be Eckert. So
that's a heck of a save.
Yeah, Addison Eckert, who clearly looks a whole lot more experienced back there. So Eckert, after Reinbold took the punishment the first half. I thought she played well for,
she had 9 saves.
For a youngster who clearly hasn't played much. But you can tell that Eckert has played a lot more goals. She's just a lot more aggressive. That one is right in front to Dunphy. We'll check that to Cowan. Cowan couldn't get a handle on it. Goes by Robbins. Now Robbins gets it back from Lenko. 5-0 in favor of Madison. Sweet move there, almost a trip. Can't blame Marshall for trying that. That ball is wide.
Oh, real quick, we'll wait a second. Sure. Halftime and that investigative report brought to you by Hammond Lumber. Hammond Lumber believes in getting the pickles that you deserve.
They believe in the truth. That's what they believe in.
That's what I feel like I hear in their commercials. It's right at the end. You got to listen real close, but that's what it says. Hammond Lumber, we believe in the truth.
You know, I haven't done any investigative journalism in a long time. I'm a little rusty at it, but you know what? It feels good. Whoop, this feels good, too. If you're rigging Cowan and coming out as Eckert to make the save. And there's the aggressiveness that we talked about Reinbold not really having just because of her inexperience. And Eckert comes out and takes that away.
I think Cowan, you saw again there, not quite sure footing. And then Eckert being right there, who offers a little bit more of a size mismatch compared to Reinbold, who started the first half.
Here comes Cowan. Cowan trying to lean in, and she got bodied off the play there by Jordan Velez-Saylor, and the ball went wide. I'm not sure what the strategy was in playing Reinbold to start the first half.
Yeah, I'm curious as well, because Eckhart's listed as the starting goalie.
Yep, she did not mention, she being head coach Chelsea Taylor, anything about it.
I wonder, Mike, you didn't call her name, but I wonder if Eckert was somewhere else on the field in the first half.
I didn't see her.
I was going to say, I didn't think so because you didn't call her name, but we've seen that in these, especially that goes out of bounds. Some of these smaller rosters, those goalies that don't play on goalie day or whatever, end up somewhere in the field.
Marshall's throw-in ends up to Farron. Farron in midfield. Farron plays it ahead, but Madison's got all kinds of speed back there. Estes gets the pass from Lila Dunphy. Midfield to Haney. Haney, good pass. Robbins, or check that. Cowan, that is stopped there, and it's played back in by Maddie Richardson. Now, middle of the field, Farron. Farron right side, Gosselin. Gosselin trying to line one up, and she does. It's a shot and a save. That's Allison Tuscan's second save of the game. So a huge workload for Allison Tuscan.
Again, Bulldogs only given up 3 goals all season.
Midfield, here she comes. Reagan Cowan. Left side for Robbins. Cowan goes directly to the net. Robbins trying to beat the defender. Couldn't. Velez Sailor won the battle. Cleared out. Dunphy at midfield, 5-0 Madison. Tomorrow, boys soccer, Winslow at Erskine Academy, 3:30. The day is supposed to be much better tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to get sprinkles maybe a little bit later in the week. So this is just, again, like last week, the lone rain day.
Well, we were due for one.
Oh, I would agree with that. After having what seemed like a very wet summer, it just kind of, the tap went dry.
Here's Cowan in alone, and she missed. Eckert came out.
Had Eckert lean to her left, and she went right, just went wide. You're going to see Eckert here lean and gets on that left foot and then comes back, but Cowan goes wide.
Here's Marshall, who I think has been the best player on the field for Wiscasset. Up the middle, off the knee there of Warlick. However, Cowan over to Robbins. Robbins, and look at Sailor Velez take it away again.
I mean, that halftime interview, the halftime discussion must have been very colorful.
Haney to the middle. Goes by Cowan over to Robbins with a blast high and wide.
Yeah, Robbins, that's too close. Robbins, minimum 20 yards out.
All right, here's Eckert. Addison Eckert is a sophomore. Leave it for a teammate. It's Marshall. Olivia, right side. Robbins runs it down.
See, now that's more Robbins' range. You give her space, I was going to say, give her space, she's going to unload it.
Right there to Cowan in front. Eckert, though, comes out of the net. And on one hop.
See if Cowan got a piece of that or just rolled.
Eckert with a good goal kick.
Yeah, I think she did. She just couldn't knock it down. She wanted an actual shot, couldn't get one.
Dunphy, oops, almost the hands there by Marshall, and I think they did call it.
Hard to see the lines if that's okay. I was going to say, if it's inside the box, I believe it's a penalty kick, but outside the box, you're going to get that free kick.
24-20.
Now the question is
high and wide by Robbins.
Oh, didn't even get to answer my question. Well, that means it was direct, right? Because the ref didn't put their hands up, so it has to be saved.
Exactly. Our game today brought to you by Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer, sales and service by a family that cares. By Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, wood stoves, and also hardscape products. And by Casella Waste for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Haney to the middle. Handcuffed Dunphy or handcuffed Cowan. Cowan in the middle to Lenko. Robbins. Drive, looking for Cowan right on the doorstep, and Reagan almost said hello to the goalpost there.
I think a little bit more sure footing. She either gets a foot out or maybe even gets a diving header, but this, again, footing been a little bit of an issue, especially when you're trying to plant that foot and swing through, basically.
Wiscasset subbing up. Coach Chelsea Taylor getting some second-teamers in, and I noticed that Jesse Reinbold is one of them, wearing number 24 now. So 24 in white is Reinbold, who is playing goal in the first half. In front, Cowan taken away by Marshall. Reinbold up for Farron. Farron can't get it to midfield, driven back by Dunphy. Head of the play there, Haney. Haney over to Cowan. Cowan stops. Cowan ahead for Haney. Haney couldn't handle it. Got stuffed there by Marshall. Turnaround is wide. Actually, it's off the side of the net.
And I wonder if that play there from Cowan, right? Again, wet day, heavier ball, tougher to get it through. A little tap pass there for maybe a give and go, but just couldn't quite get enough to get it over to Haney.
All right, Marshall right up the middle. Linkletter kept it in. Now Farron. Farron got it up to midfield. Good pass to Goslin. She couldn't do anything with it, though. Comes back to Cowan. Cowan knows what to do with it. Cowan on the right to Haney. Haney trying to drive to the net. Haney, a shot, a one-hop save by Eckert, and it bounces. Cowan right there just to make sure, and Eckert reaches up and snags it.
A little bit of a bobble there by Eckert, but again, you see a little bit more size advantage. I think a little bit more confidence because Cowan's standing right there.
All right, midfield. Reinbolt, who played goal in the first half, drives it out, goes off her. Check that. That's not Reinbolt. That's for Francesca Siasa.
It's a cool name.
S-C-I-A.
Aw.
S-C-I-A.
That hit that poor fella sitting in the chair. He didn't flinch at all.
He seems fine.
Tyler, take notes.
He seems fine. He seems fine over there. All right, midfield. Here comes Madison. Here she goes. Cowan. Some great footwork. Down the left side to Robbins. Look out. Robbins, Cowan. Cowan missed it. Pass was there. She just missed it. It happens. Haney retreats. Estes back to Haney. Haney trying to go on Farron. A pair of fives. Back to Estes. Estes in the middle. Estes to Cowan, but Reinbolt is there. Cowan took it away. Knocked it off the knees of Reinbolt. Now right back in Linkletter. Linkletter up to Cowan. Cowan trying to go on Reinbolt. The shot wide. No, it's right there on the doorstep, and Mackenzie Robbins rolls in the 6th goal of the day for the Madison Bulldogs. They lead it 6-0.
And that backside got to be there. Goalie's counting on you to be there. You're cheating up to Cowan, obviously, and you got to be there because the second best goal scorer on the team, or 1B, let me be respectful, 1B, rolls there with nobody in front of her.
Goal comes with 20-30 left. And it's 6-zip.
Robin's second goal.
2 for her, 4 for Cowan. Estes to midfield. Right back in, though, by Farron. Farron right side for Gosselin. Can she get to it? Gosselin run down from behind by Lenko. A shot was blocked. Now a fan there by, I think that was Emma Anton. No, it was not. It was Estes. Estes eventually got it up to midfield to Reagan Cowan. Cowan slows, blows right by Reinbolt, sees an opening and goes right for it. To the net. Cowan in alone scores. Give her a handful. That's 5 for Reagan Cowan.
She's pretty good.
Breaking news, Reagan Cowan can score.
That's her 10th shot on goal as well.
And that comes with 19:53 to go. Cowan will check out upon scoring number 5. Some changes for Madison.
She keeps it up. She scored her 100th career goal, I think, very early in the season. And then this Bulldog team obviously has just been ripping off wins.
She is working on 200.
I was going to say, she keeps it up, she's going to hit 200. Who would have thought? Tyler gave us his prediction. Whoa.
Oh, Warlick with some speed, but running the play down from behind and breaking it up there for the Madison Bulldogs, Lila Dunphy.
Nice recovery there, but Madison defense just not ready at all as it split right through the middle.
Boy, Warlick with a real burst and almost was in alone.
I was just going to say, who would have thought Tyler's halftime guess of who's going to be the player of the game looking pretty good. He said Cowan.
Wow, talk about a hot take.
I know, right?
Woo! Man.
Need him on the weekends the way that my DraftKings picks have gone.
Well, I picked the Patriots to lose yesterday by a score of 3-2. They lost 15-10.
I mean, fractionally, you actually weren't off.
No,
by
I
much.
know.
That's
fractionally, I was
fits.
pretty good. Yeah,
that is fits.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but you and I talked about this before the season. They're actually doing exactly what you want.
They are.
They're very competitive, but they're not winning.
My line this morning was they are who we thought they were, except worse. With apologies to the late, great Denny Green, who came up with that original line. They are who we thought they were when he was coaching the Arizona Cardinals, and they played the Bears. Remember?
I stayed up late.
You're a Bears fan, man.
Game.
You must remember that. You must have been a little kid back then.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
I watched that Monday Night Football game. Little did us Bears fans recognize the issues that Mr. Rex Grossman would present for the rest of the season as he was a turnover fest machine. You just hope the defense and Devin Hester could counteract that enough.
Hey, Rex Grossman got him to a Super Bowl, man.
And then he cost them it. Devin Hester returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown.
Man, what a great, great return, man. Hall of Famer Devin Hester.
He should have been a first ballot. Can we agree on that?
I totally agree. Oh, there's a blast, and it's wide. as Warlick stole it. She's been threatening to get an opportunity. No shot on goal there, but
that's a nice job there, Warlick.
She got leg.
Yeah, she did a nice job of turning a. Oh, well, there's the answer. They're going to get a corner here, so that's the reason why. As I say, she did a nice job quickly turning sort of a loose ball into a pretty good shot.
All right, Brianna Farron's going to do it. First corner kick of the day, right? For Wiscasset.
Yes.
2-3 for Madison. Pass is blocked by Dunphy, and it's out. It's going to stay with Wiscasset. 17:15 to go in the second half. 7-0. Throw in here for the Bulldogs. Estes coming to the ball and not being able to get to it was Lenko. Warlick kept it alive. Out on top to Farron. Farron over to Olivia Marshall. Marshall. Estes. Now Stonick. Isabella Stonick. Runs down that deflection. Stonick blindsided by Marshall. Marshall, good pass to Warlick. Warlick, no help. Going to take it to the middle. To Farron. Missed it. Farron going one-on-one there with her opposite number, Lila Dunphy. Ball ends up far side, running it down for the Madison Bulldogs, Jalen Lenko. And
that's a nice save. I thought that was going out.
Yeah. Ryan Bolt down the sidelines. Stop and turn by Madison right onto the Wiscasset bench. It's pretty much stopped raining.
I'd say there was in the forecast, there was a window here for a couple hours where it was supposed to stop, and then I think here in Madison specifically, it's just supposed to rain the rest of the night.
I dashed out of our Augusta studio at 9 o'clock right after you, and it was raining cats and dogs.
It was pouring.
And I thought, there's no way they're going to play this game today.
I was concerned even with the window because of the grass, because I knew it was grass. But, man, like you said before we got into halftime, it has held up very well. Corner kick here for the Wolverines.
So, number 2 for Wiscasset. And it will be Warlick trying to get some action on Tuscan. Not a great corner kick. Cleared out by Dunphy. Up the sidelines. Kept in over there by Marshall. Marshall trying to go to Goslin. Intercepted and running it out. For the Madison Bulldogs is Brooklyn Lenko. Lenko runs into Reinbold. Bolt. And I'm surprised I haven't called her Rhine Gold yet. Do you know what Rhine Gold was?
No.
A beer. Very popular in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah, I would obviously have a lot of experience with that, for sure.
I think it's more of an ale. But if you go back and look at old pictures of Major League Baseball ballparks and the advertising signs on their outfield walls, you'll find one with Rheingold on it.
Interesting.
Very popular back in the day. Nice move. Great moves by Lenko. Lenko to the net. Jalen Lenko all the way, shoots, and a save is made there by Eckerd. She played volleyball with that one, a shot. That one's blocked in front by Reinbold.
We got a whistle right before that. I think contact. I'm going to guess it's going to go against Madison.
Addison Eckert equal to the task.
That was a heck of a nice drive there by Lenko, and then a really nice save by Eckert. Just kind of punched that one out of the air.
Eckert. Knocked down at midfield by Estes, but coming away with it there for the Wiscasset Wolverines is Olivia Warlick. Briefly, Stonick ahead of the pack to Lenko. Deflects over on the far side. Shepherdson not able to get it. Shepherdson hustles, though, and beats Chiesa for it. Shepherdson sticking with it. We're down to 13.5 to go in the second half. Reinbold lost it, hustling up. Estes with an opening. Estes, can she get it to the net? No, she got headed off at the pass there by Michelle Farron, and it's out. It'll stay with blue.
It should be the fourth corner kick here for the Bulldogs, I believe. Wholesale changes.
Lots of them, yep. A lot of blue leaving, a lot of blue coming in. Let's see. We got Emma Anton in the game. We've got Jillian Linkletter back in the game. Everybody getting a chance to play on both sides today.
I mean, if you're going to stand out in the rain, I would. Otherwise, coach is going to get an earful from me.
That's on the back of the net there by Mackenzie Robbins.
See how that ended up there. That's a good bend, and it just kind of hung up there.
Yeah, she just got under it. That was a balloon for Mackenzie.
See, but if I'm going to stand in the rain, coach, I'm playing.
Stonick steals. Stonick to the middle, and Lenko can't get to it. Stonick right back on it, though. Goes 5-hole there. It deflects back out to Anton. Anton, midfield Robbins, beats Warlick. Slows on Warlick. Retreats. Left side over to Melina Richardson. Richardson stuffed. And collected now by Farron. Right back with it is Robbins. Or check that, Cowan. Reagan to the middle. Lenko hustles after it. Now Warlick ends up with a loose ball midfield. Warlick, Cowan tried to step in the middle of it.
Now Cowan has dropped back here from striker to midfield, obviously, so she's not going to push as much scoring-wise, and hopefully maybe for her team sets up a few helpers.
Robbins, 11.5 to go in this one. It's 7-0 Madison. Bulldogs with 5 in the first half, 2 in the second. That's Shepherdson. Shepherdson up to Lenko. Lenko couldn't get in position to shoot it. She got jammed there by Farron. Lenko. Farron. Lenko with her back to the play. Farron took it away.
And Lenko trying to set up and turn off that shoulder and go in line, but nice job defensively to stop that.
That is deflected. Bounces down to Stonick. Isabella. Back though, Marshall. Marshall and Stonick. Little push. Marshall clears. Can it stay in? It slows, and Robbins gave it every chance to go out. It didn't. Up to Stonick. Stonick. Beaten.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Yeah, really nice. Back to Marshall. Oh, look at that great play there by Emma Anton. Right down below us. Farron over midfield. Coming down to 10 minutes left in this one. 10:20 on the clock. Cowan. Pooches to Linkletter. Back to Cowan. Cowan playing midi. Oh, you can't go at her like that, Francesca Chiesa. In the middle, Brooklyn Lenko. Near side, Anton directs some traffic. Down in the corner it goes to Lenko, and
out over the end line.
Yeah, went out.
It's like that field hockey game the other day. The one time you make solid contact, and of course goes way out of bounds. And she was trying to chip that down and let Lenko work on the end line.
All right, free kick. Marshall to Farron. Goes by her. Chiasa played it up the sideline. Taken away by Cowan. Cowan with a head of steam. Cowan blows by one defender in the middle to Lenko, a little behind Brooklyn. Had to go back.
Lenko was pushing up. Cowan, I think, was just trying to set her up so she could tee it up.
Anton. Back it comes to Emma. Emma, a sophomore, that's out. It goes to the Wolverines. All right, Marshall sizes up the field, but we're going to get some changes first. 3 new Wiscasset players, and pretty much the same for Madison. Everybody getting a chance to get some PT today. Marshall flings it in. Knocked down by the body there of Anton, but Anton right back out of bounds.
That one, I think, off the side of her foot.
8.5 left. Olivia Marshall. Kind of a pop-up there, and it's stolen by Stonick. Stonick stuffed by Farron. Farron took it away. Farron, middle of the field. Reagan Cowan there playing midi. Cowan, lefty pass, knocked down by Warlick. Cowan steals. Left side. Jalen Lenko over there. Lenko to the net. Lenko goes in, bless one, and it's short. Goes off the side of the net.
Right idea, right? Because you want to go with that inside foot so you can give yourself the most option, but just tries to tuck it inside that post and goes wide.
All right, free kick here for Marshall. To Farron. Bounces away from her to Lenko. Oh, Farron with a great move there. Her teammate kicks it out. Nice stop there by Farron. I don't know what that move is officially called, but I really like it.
That's called putting on the brakes. That's what you're doing. You put your foot on the ball and roll it the other direction, so you kind of change direction. I'm sure there's an actual name for
that.
it.
Put on the brakes move there by Brianna Farron was brilliant. Are we getting a corner kick here?
It looks like it.
Mackenzie Robbins going over. 7 minutes left. Robbins with a 7-zip lead.
So you got to watch out if you're Wiscasset, because obviously Robbins definitely has the leg to put it in the box. Also has the leg to just drop it backside.
Here it is. Lenko goes by her over to Stonick, and they can't use it. And instead, it's Warlick. Warlick to the middle, jumping up there. Good play by Jillian Linkletter. Stonick gets stuffed. Rolls back now to Anton. Whoops.
Ooh.
Well, that hit the midsection there of Addie Barter. It's probably better there than anywhere else. And it rolls out. Robbins will throw in. Cowan out of the game. Anton.
It's one of the things that we did find out about Madison ahead of our game here against Pinquist Valley was that they had a couple first-year players that they really liked, but they'd never played soccer before.
Lenko rolled it right on goal. Yes.
And so this is a good opportunity for some of these to get some really extended playing time.
Handled by Robbins. Now Warlick in the middle. Warlick tries to drive it up. She's got sneaky speed. Stolen, though, by Robbins. Nothing sneaky about her, and she drives it out of bounds.
Tell you what, Madison needs a punter. I think you can find one, or a place kicker, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Robbins can for sure fill in adequately.
Hey, we saw that Friday night with Trevor Pellerin, and I was texting with his father and asking him about it. He's playing both soccer and football, and the place kicking is fairly new to him. But he sure looked like he could turn into a pretty fair place kicker for someone. That's a pretty good leg for a sophomore.
I think either my sophomore or junior year, I had classes with the kid who's a senior.
Dunphy to the corner, almost there to poke it in was Lenko. Now right and close, and Eckert with the save. It was almost right at her. Keep going.
He was a senior, played soccer his entire career, and then I don't know if there was an injury or something. Ended up being the place kicker for the football team that year. And I think my senior year, I don't think it was my senior year because my senior year team wasn't too bad. So it must have been my junior. They weren't very good, but he ended up kicking the game-winning field goal for, I think, the school's 500th overall victory, which was kind of a cool thing.
Well, there are many, many stories of soccer players transitioning, shall we say, into place kickers.
Yeah, and now it's rugby players.
Yes, that
punting.
Too. Corner kick for Robbins.
Oh, she's going to take this.
There's a blast in front. Knocked down by Barter. Back in the day, it was a novelty for sure, the soccer-style kick. The first one I recall, Charlie and Pete Gogolak.
That's amazing.
Who were brothers, who were soccer players, who ended up kicking in both in the NFL and brought the soccer style with them. And then slowly but surely it became the norm rather than the exception.
I'm saying now, if you can't make it 90% of the time from 50 plus, you're not a good field goal kicker.
No kidding. These guys have refined it so well now that we're seeing kicks beyond 50 that are like chip shots for these guys.
Yeah, no joke.
It's quite an art form, that's for sure.
That's insane to think of because I think it was a Fox game last week. I can't remember which one, but now it's just said, do you remember when it used to be a tough decision once you got about a 50-yard field goal? Now it's just like, yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're making them easily from 60, several players, including the Patriots kicker now, Joey Sly, who's been a journeyman his whole career, but he looks like he's kind of found it. And he's making them, and we're seeing him go in college now as well from 50-plus. They're chip shots. They're not even given any thought whatsoever by coaches. They're just, all right, 52, fine.
You got it. You got it.
All right, here is Robbins with another corner kick. McKenzie with 2:40 to go. That went into the middle of the field to no one in particular. Linkletter. There is Cowan. Cowan blasts high and wide.
How about this? Between Eckert and Reinbold, 17 total saves.
Whew, that's a lot.
As you said in the pregame, they were going to be busy, and they have been busy.
Yep. They're making up for the lack of work by the lonely Allison Tuscan.
2 saves for her.
She has handled 2 balls. Once in the first, once in the second half. Nice play up the sidelines by Haney. Haney to the net. Haney with a shot. It's wide.
Yeah, she's trying to get that back towards center, and instead got her foot underneath it, kept it straight.
1:50 to go. Blasted out by Eckert. Haney intercepts, going to have a shot. That's a wide open net. That's a goal for Ella Haney. I don't think Eckert realized what was going to happen there. She didn't anticipate that because that's a ball she should have been able to play.
Yeah, I think as you saw there, we showed it to you one more time as they get set up here for this kick. Comes to Haney, and then Eckert, she was looking at her defender there, I think communicating something, and by then Haney had already uncorked it off the foot.
And with 1:34 to go, that is going to be it. 8 goals is the mercy rule in 8-person soccer, and so that is that. They put 8 on the board, so it's a season sweep for the Madison Bulldogs by the same score. They win both games 8-0 final here, 8-0. We will come back with our post-game show and the score player of the game. We'll do all of that right after this. This is High School Soccer on the Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Time for our second half breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Well, in the second half, they made it to 8 is enough. Robbins, Cowan, and Haney to finish it up here. That, of course, implemented the mercy rule, 8-0 the final score in the second half. I think Madison took their feet off the collective gas pedals a little bit in the second half, and certainly Reagan Cowan didn't play as much in the second half. Neither did Mackenzie Robbins. Robbins did get her second goal of the game. Cowan did get a goal in the second half, so she finished with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the game. So our second half breakdown brought to you, as it always is, by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Yeah, Madison again. It just same score. Madison looks like a defending state champion who I think returned a good amount of talent. I mean, we talk about the two-headed attack. Last year, going into state championship, Madison actually wasn't favored in that game because Penquist had been undefeated to that point. Madison gets by them and brings back a good amount of talent, including experienced goalie. Obviously, you see Callan scoring there. Robbins is a devastating offensive player as well. Here you see the two of them hooking up for a goal. And
I think you could have knocked that one in.
I did play soccer back in the day
you?
for a few seasons.
I didn't.
I was a defensive player, though. But yes, no, and so they're just, again, they look like a defending state champ who has the possibility of repeating.
They sure do, so they remain undefeated. They go to 8-0 on the year with an 8-0 win. So 8 is enough, or was enough twice, as you see that long one make it in by Eckert. 8 is enough for the second time in a row this year for the Madison Bulldogs. Tomorrow, more soccer. It's boys soccer. Should be a good one between Winslow and Erskine Academy. Game time is 3:30 from South China. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at about 3:20 or so. AJ Knight and I will have the call here for you tomorrow afternoon on The Score.
Who's our player of the game, Mike?
I don't know. You tell me. There she is right there. Reagan Cowan with 5 here today. So she obviously an easy call for us for our Score player of the game. And she gets the Flagship Cinemas swag bag. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. The swag bag from CMCC with a ticket that is to go to the movies at Flagship Cinemas. The Score player of the game keychain and a Score t-shirt, all from our friends at Flagship Cinemas. So tomorrow we'll talk to you from South China again at about 3:20 or so. For AJ Knight, for Mr. and Mrs. Rigney, doing things behind the scenes here this afternoon, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Madison High School. Final score in this one, 8 was enough. The final, Madison 8 and Wiscasset 0.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, 201 Service Skowhegan, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, and Flagship Cinemas. Every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainsports.com. Your team from your town plays here on the place for local sports,